Um, yes. Hello. Hello, everybody. This is take two, and I am speaking louder and clearer than I ever done before. At least I think so. Okay, that was great. That was a great introduction. Today we'll be covering a game. Well, you read the title, hopefully. We'll be covering a game called Roblox. Now, I am actually going to be really surprised if you've never heard of the game Roblox. But I'll be using this format for probably future free-to-play isn't worth your time videos, so I'll be using the format here. And I'm going to be explaining the game background, and then I'll be using the review system to judge the game. Okay, well, let's get right into it. Roblox is a free to play game where it's downloadable on Google and literally I would believe any search engine. It is pretty easy to download and you can pin it to your taskbar as well as the full app, or you could play it in a tab. Logging in as a child, you probably would need some help from like an older sibling or a parent. That just depends on your age. But I would assume only 6-year-olds would play the game Roblox. I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no idea who created Roblox. Um, yeah, I have no idea. But Roblox is a game collection where people can make games and others play them. I know, great idea, right? I mean, that's just so much work for the developer. They can't create games on Roblox. I assume they have, though. But to be honest, I don't know what has gotten Roblox so much popularity. There's nothing really about it that's that great. I mean, it's boring, but I guess kids enjoy it. Now, some of the most popular games on Roblox are like obbies, or well, depending on your age group, like obbies or super easy games. But I would say the most kind of popular games are like very colorful obbies. I cannot think of any other game that maybe even like some Rainbow Friends. I feel like kids would like that. And maybe some Roblox horror games. I mean, there's a few that are really successful. Backrooms. Apparently, kids love backrooms. Yeah, to be honest, I can't think of anything else. I'm sure there's a lot of different kind of popular games, and I feel like the most popular kind of game is Roblox. Okay, now Roblox is a very pay-to-win game, as you can see. Every single game has microtransactions where you could use Robux to like buy disable pop-up ads. I'm using one game for example here. Skip levels. I'm using Obby games by the way. Teleportation gun. And they also have a marketplace where a lot of the stuff could be considered expensive, considering like a $4 pack or $5 pack. It's yeah, $5 pack only gets you 400 Robux. I mean, there is a subscription fee, which I did not know Roblox has a premium. Roblox has a premium edition, which I'm gonna admit kind of sucks. And I think you could agree with me. I don't think Roblox needs to have a premium edition, but I can guarantee it's not as used as Roblox thought it would be, though. But Roblox still pulls in sweet money, and Roblox will always be popular. But Roblox is a marketplace where a lot of the stuff can be considered expensive. Um, you can make an outfit like my outfit, I have not ever spent any money in Roblox, but like my outfit is completely free, but most kids will want to look very cool, like cooler than their friends, I would assume. So they would beg their parents for Robux, and eventually the parents would give them Robux as a treat or a reward for doing something. That they would spend the Robux on stuff to make their character look cool, and then the cycle will continue until the child gets bored of Roblox. But at that point, Roblox has made so much money because of these very expensive packs. Um, I I don't think there's really much else to talk about. I think in the 5 minutes I've really covered everything. So Roblox is just a very pay-to-win game where other people can make games uh, while people can make games and others can play them, and have a marketplace. There's not really much to talk about. I mean, it's very simple. I mean, you should see the game in the background, which I am recording from Twitch. You can check my Twitch in the description, but you can see that. So, I would see you. Hopefully, it doesn't cut out you. Okay, it does not seem to have cut out. Let's go. Booyah. I'm so great at this. Okay, now we covered part 1. You should have got like a glitch kind of thing there, which I like to do in my editing videos. I love to do that. As you guys can see if you've ever watched one of my previous videos that had my voice in it. Review system. This is, part of the video where I actually review the game. As anyone who's ever watched one of these should know, graphics. Everyone knows Roblox has terrible graphics. 1 out of 4. I mean, at least it has decent kind of graphics, at least. I mean, yeah, and plus, what you can see, it's kind of iconic. I would give it, like, higher, but again, I'm really biased towards the graphics. I really hate Roblox graphics, but it works for kids, and the game's not really too much about the graphics, and plus it gets higher in enjoyability, execution, and gameplay features, so I don't really think it matters that much. Plus, I already did the percentage, overall scale, and personal scale, so I don't want to change it. Audio, I think you'll have the same question as me. Does this game really actually have that much audio? I would assume kids would sit in the background and watch some stupid YouTuber. Okay, pay to win. We'll be skipping that one. For right now, we'll come back to it, though. Combat and story. Yeah, those two, I don't think I really need to explain. Those two will not be considered. Um, I, I should have done, like, something at the beginning, like the review system, so you didn't have to watch the video. You could just see what my review was, but it wouldn't have gotten explained. Because I did that with my last video, and I plan on doing that for every single kind of one of these videos I make. But, yeah, I don't really think I need to explain it. Combat, story, they just can be, skipped. There's not much to talk about there. Execution. Clearly, I don't like Roblox, but I'm trying to keep an open mind here, which is why Execution gets a 10 out of 10.5. Execution is very well done, for what it was being gone for, and for what was being gone for, it, succeeds in every category. Just, I'm not giving it a 10.5 because it's Roblox, and that feels like I shouldn't do that. But execution is very well done, and I'm trying to keep as much bias out of this, unlike I did last time with Warframe, how to. And totally Battleground that. I hated the game, and I absolutely gave it a 0 out of 11 on enjoyability scale, but I think that's unfair. So I'm going to try and keep as much biased out of here as possible. Gameplay features is a 6 out of 8. I must admit, its gameplay features, I mean, Some games have combat, some games have stories. If you want a game with a story and some combat, and you're a kid and you don't really want to, and for some reason you choose Roblox, I guess. This game has you covered. There's many games that do that, and there's a marketplace. It seems like they're adding new stuff because you can resell things and you can chat with your friends. So the gameplay features are 6 out of 8. I wouldn't consider them all great, though. I would consider them all decent. That's why it's not an 8 out of 8. They're not great, but they're decent. They work for little kids and decently aged kids. Before we go to is it worth your time, which I can already assume you know what the answer is. Pay to win, I'm gonna minus 7 points here because, well, again, I'm trying not to be biased. I feel like I could minus more points, but again, I really don't want to do this all again. But I will technically be minusing a lot of points on my personal scale, so you could use my personal scale if you want a lot of points minus. Pay to win, I feel it's a very pay to win like game, I've said, and if you want to look cool, you'll probably would have to pay for it. I would say that kind of sucks. But, I mean, it does make Roblox a lot of money. And, seems like the pay to win aspect, seems like since the fans make the game, I'm not sure if Roblox monetizes them or if the fans monetize them. So I can't really say for certain, but I know with everything Roblox has done, seems like there's a lot of monetization here. So I'm gonna, and even if it's with the fans, I'm still gonna have to minus some points. So I'm gonna do just a negative 7. Is it worth your time? Yes or no? No, obviously not. You're not a child. You're not 6 years old anymore. If you want to play a child's game, go play Fortnite. And I would still not even suggest that. No, if you're a child, though, I mean, I would probably, I mean, it is definitely still a great game for children to play. Just, it sucks for a monetization. It's just very monetized and has a lot of money aspects and is very expensive. But it is but you can play it as a free player. You can play it for free. Um, so the overall scale is a 20.5 out of 37. Also should have seen that at the beginning. Around 54.05%. Yes, 54.05%. That, um, the calculator I used, I didn't feel like doing the math myself. The calculator I used wouldn't let me do 20.5, so I just did 20. So it's probably more like 55.05 or something, I don't know. But it is around that. So, obviously, what I did here was I just added, like 1.5, negative 7, 10, 6, 10, and I got rid of the story and combat from 49 to a scale of 37, but at least it's over halfway. Personal scale, 15 out of 50, which is around 30%. The calculator said exactly 30%, but again, I'm just gonna put around. Yes, I do think, yes, again, it is a very pay-to-win aspect, but this is also a child's game, and I'm not a child, not 6 years old. Plus, there's many other better games you could play, like the games I've shown on my channel. Not Atlas Fallen, that game was absolute garbage. Forspoken is better, God of War is better, Horizon is better, Scarlet Nexus is better, Sonic Frontiers might be better, I just never could get into that game. So, I mean, you're not a child anymore, I would hope. So you can choose many better games, even free-to-play games like Warframe is more fun. But again, both games, if you want variety or look cooler, you will need to pay, which is a very sad thing with many free-to-play games, but, I mean, it's more acceptable on free-to-play games. I think I've talked enough here. If you liked the video, I would suggest liking. If you want to see more kind of this content, I would also suggest subscribing. If you want to see Mr. Reactionary, Mr. / Opinion, theory versus fact content, which I have been doing. I'm not going to do much theory versus fact, but there's free to play, is it worth your time, Mr. Reactionary, and Mr. / Opinion videos every single week. At least I will plan to do that as best as I can. I will try and make some every single week. This video should be released on Friday. And have a good rest of your day.